Hello everyone, I am Kamal, Assistant Professor, Department of Civil Engineering, Sri Ramakrishna Engineering College. Today topic is calculation of reduced level from the given measured points. There are two methods of that. The first method is height of collimation method. Second method is rise and fall method. In height of collimation method, always also called as height of instrumentation method, it consists of finding the elevation of the plane of collimation for every set of instrument and then obtaining the reduced level of point with a reference to the respective plane of collimation. How we can measure the height of instrumentation value means height of instrumentation is equal to benchmark, that means given benchmark value plus backside reading. So whenever we are taking measurement in the field, the first in dumpy level, the first reading is taken as backside reading. So when backside reading is added with reduced level, that means benchmark value, we will get the height of instrumentation value. The RL of intermediate point and first change point are then obtained by stretching the staff reading taken on the respective points from the elevation of the plane collimation, that means height of instrumentation. How we can find out the reduced level of intermediate point is, so in the from the height of instrumentation we have to subtract the either foresight reading or intermediate side reading. When instrument is shifted to the second position or new plane collimation is set up, that means the height of instrumentation is calculated again for measuring the intermediate RL. The elevation of this plane is obtained by adding backside to an change point from the second position of the level to RL. The RL of consecutive point and the second change point are found by subtracting the reading from the elevation of the second plane of collimation. So there is an there is a check is there, arithmetic check. Summation of backside minus summation of foresight is equal to last RL minus first RL. That means summation of backside minus summation of foresight value will be same to the last RL minus first RL. So based on the this arithmetic check, we will clear about the whether this method is followed properly or not. Second method is rise and fall method. This is a very easiest method. In this method, we can calculate the reduced level based on the two successive reading. That means first reading and second reading, and second reading and third reading similarly. It consists of determining the difference of elevation between consecutive points by comparing the each point after the first that immediately preceding it. The difference between the staff readings indicate a rise and fall according to the staff reading at the point. So based on the staff reading, we will calculate the, so in which area is which one is rise and which one is fall. So based on the rise and fall, we will find out the RL of given points. The RL is found adding the rise or subtracting the fall from the reduced level of proceeding point. Reduced level of proceeding point means the first point is benchmark. After that, we will calculate the RL point. So based on the rise and fall. Here also arithmetic check are there. So summation of backside minus summation of foresight, which will be which will be equivalent to summation of rise minus summation of fall, and similarly last RL minus first RL. We will see one of the example based on the rise and fall method and also the height of instrumentation method. The first example is the following staff readings were observed successfully with the instrument having been moved after third and sixth reading. The readings are given 2.228, 1.606, 0.988, 2.090, 2.864, 1.262, 0.602, 1.982, 1.044, and 2.684 meters. Enter the above readings in the page of your level book and calculate the RL of points. If the first reading was taken with a staff held on a benchmark of 432.384. Here the benchmark value is given how much 432.384. So we will start here. The survey started with this benchmark value 432.384. So how we can calculate the RL of each staff reading? Each staff reading here. So first you can write the station. This station points is depends upon the our need and backside, intermediate side, foresight, rise, fall, reduce level, and remarks. First, enter the readings into the in the level book. That means backside, which one is backside, which one is intermediate side, and which one is the foresight, right? So first, so we know that the first reading always backside. So first write the 2.228 in backside, and the second reading is 1.606 and third reading is 0.99988. You can see the problem after the third point the instrument shifted. So that second point is intermediate and third point is the foresight. So intermediate 1.606 and foresight value 0.988. So after the third reading, the instrument is shifted. So automatically the fourth value can be considered as the backside value. So in corresponding foresight, you can write the fourth reading as the backside 2.090. So 2.090 coming the backside, and fifth reading 2.864 intermediate side, and 1.262 here we are um, consider as 1.262 as the foresight reading. Why? So after the sixth reading, the instrument is shifted. So sixth reading, we can write here 1.262 as the foresight. So after the sixth reading, 0.602 values there, and this coming into the backside reading 0.602. So corresponding foresight, you can write the 0.602. This is the seventh reading, and sixth reading is 1.262. 1.262, backside is 0.602, and next one is 1.982 under the foresight reading. The final reading is 2.684. Before the 2.684, you can note on the 1.044 under the backside. Okay, so after the eighth reading, the instrument is shifted so 1.044 coming the backside. The last reading is 2.684 under the foresight reading. So this is the in this way we are record the staff reading in level book. Next, how we can find out the rise and fall? Simple method. So we have to take them two consecutive readings, and if the value is negative, the difference of these two values is negative, then put into the rise. If the difference of this difference of this value is positive, then put into fall. Okay, you can see now I am taking 1.606 minus 2.28. Okay, so from, right? From 1.606 minus 2.228. So what the actual value is negative, right? So 1.606 minus 2.288, the value is minus 0.622, but you can enter into rise, right? Next, take this difference of these two value 0.988 minus 1.606. Here also the value is negative, so put into rise. And coming to here 2.090 and 2.864. So here the instrument is changed. So we can compare these two values only. 2.864 minus 2.094. The value is positive. The difference of this value is positive. So put into fall. So directly put into fall. Next, coming to the these two values, right? 2.684 minus 1.262. So what will you getting? These values negative of 1.602. So put into rise. Next, compare these two values 1.982 and 0.602. So we will getting the positive of 1.680, 380. So put into fall. So next we can compare these two values 2.684 minus 1.044. Actually the value is plus 1.640, and but we can write a fall. Okay, so this way we can calculate the rise and fall. Next we will see then how we can calculate the RL value. The benchmark value of first reading is directly right here. Okay, written here 432.384. If the rise value you can add with this RL value, that means this first value, you can see now 432.384 plus 0.6622 because here the value is right. So we can add this value into initial benchmark value 433.006. Next, again rise. So again we will add this value to this one 433.006 plus 0.618. What the value actually coming 433.624. So in remarks you can write turning point or change point as 1. Next here the value is negative, right? 0.0774 is negative. So now we can take this RL 433.624 minus 0.774, and actually we are getting 432.850. Again here the positive, that means rise 1.602. So we can add this value with this 1.602. 432.850 plus 1.602, 434.452. 434.452. In remarks for your reference, and you can write a turning point 2. And next 4 and 434.452, 1.380 is under the fall. So subtract this value to this value 434.452 minus 1.380, 433.072. And similarly for 433.072 minus 1.642, 640, the value is final value is 431.432. So get the sum of backside. So when we are adding these values, the total value 5.964, that is summation of backside, and leave the intermediate side and to focus on foreside. So summation of foreside is 6.916, and similarly summation of rise 2.842, summation of fall 3.794. And first RL is 432.384 and last RL 431.432. The difference of last RL minus first RL is 0.952, which will be equivalent to summation on backside minus summation of foresight. You can see the difference of backside and foresight also 0.952. And similarly summation of rise and summation of fall. So summation of rise 2.842, summation of fall 3.794. The difference of this value also 0.952. Okay, so we focusing only for difference value, no positive or negative sign. Okay, so this is the simple example of rise and fall method. Thank you everyone.